Okay. Now that I've got these turquoise blue lines in place where I need them to be, I'm going to be creating like this second color. Let me just show you in here. So you're going to be creating this right here, this larger rectangle, and you can choose to have a large one like this, or you can choose a smaller one like this. Now, you might not know the size that you want right now. So you could technically draw two rectangles and leave them there in your layers, and you can sort of turn them off and on to see which one you like better. Or you can just make a decision now about what you want. You can always come back, and I suppose you could draw another one later. It's not hard to draw a rectangle. But you want to be in this color fill layer right here to start with, because when you're adding a layer, wherever you add the layer, it's going to go directly above it. So if I was in my layer up here, it would just make the rectangle on top of everything. So I want to be specifically in the layer where I know that I'm going to want to add that rectangle. Now I'm working kind of small here, so I probably will zoom in a bit. But here's my rectangle tool. It's 2 spots below the text tool. The text tool is very easy to navigate and to find, so it's 2 below that. And if you click on it, it's going to ask what shape you want to draw. Well, I want to draw a rectangle. So up here is your fill color. It does default to black. You can click on it and change it, but honestly, you're going to be choosing something very specific for your poster. So I'm just going to leave it black for now. And I don't want a stroke, so leave this crossed out. And you want this is like if you wanted to do a fixed size or a ratio. I'm not concerned about that. I just want to free draw this because I've got guidelines in here. That's what those turquoise blue lines are for. So I'm going to just do a Control+ and sort of zoom in here a little bit. So I want to take the corner part of my rectangle and lay it right on those turquoise blue lines at the top. And I'm just going to draw diagonally down to the bottom right corner. And I think I'm going to draw a really large one. I'm going to come down here. And I'm going to place mine right here on this line to include the text. And I'm going to drop it. Now, okay, let me go back. So you'll notice a couple things. Go back to your Move tool. You'll notice, A, that I've got a black box behind here. That's because that's what color it was when I chose it. And B, my text has now disappeared, and that's because my text is also black. So I'm not going to leave it this color. I'm just going to double click on it, and that pops up the color picker tool. I'm also going to turn off my transformation controls. And I am going to, this is what a lot of students do. They just grab their original color by clicking on it, and then they sort of navigate from there. So then you can click around and see what you like. I do kind of like that dark grayish color with the images that I've chosen. I might actually go back and change the background color in here to a different color, blue. So I'm going to leave it like that for now. And there I go. I've got this whole poster here. I can, at this point, you can officially remove these lines. And now you sort of have a spot to gauge, like if you wanted to try the smaller rectangle, you know where it would stop. It would sort of, you could just draw another one and it would stop underneath of this line right here. But you would want to start it in that upper corner there. So I'm really happy with everything. The next thing you're going to be working on is the text. And we'll talk about that as soon as